Welcome to sewing class. This is Annette Jolie, and today we're going to be working on making a hidden catch stitch sample. So you would have watched my videos prior to this on learning how to tie knots, as well as preparing muslin swatches. So here we have our 7 by 7 inch muslin swatch. It's already ripped and measured, blocked, marked, and ready to go. So let's go ahead and draw a line on it. And this is going to be parallel here with our lengthwise grain. We already have our arrows. We're going to draw 1/4 of an inch away from the edge. Don't include that little fringe. Let that fringe hang over the edge. And let's draw 1/4 of an inch. Now let's go ahead and do a stay stitch. Drop down your presser foot. Hold onto your thread legs. Lower your needle into position. And let's start off with the back stitch. Couple stitches forward, 2 to 3. And back 3. Now we're going to go the full length of the line. This is a regular straight stitch. This has a single dotted line on your machine. We are sewing at 2.5, 10 to 12 stitches per inch. There we go. Now we're going to draw another line that's parallel to the line that we just stitched 1 inch away. And we're going to use this to fold our hem. So this is 1/4, this is 1 inch. Let's go ahead and fold here and press with the iron. And then because this is going to be a hidden catch stitch, I'm going to press back right now so I can stitch underneath that extra seam allowance. So that's what my pressing is going to look like. Let's go and do this at the iron. Pressing the 1 inch first, and now pressing back the 1/4 of an inch. There we have it. Back 1 inch, and then this seam allowance was pressed back so I can stitch under. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab your little ruler, and we're going to draw lines up every 3/8 of an inch for this stitch, a little bit different than the last one. You're going to draw these perpendicular with the stitch line that you just made. About every 3/8 of an inch. Let me give it one more little press. And I'm going to mark up every 3/8 of an inch. And then we're going to do the hidden cat stitch. It's going to look a little bit different. than the regular catch stitch. It's not going to look as zigzaggy. And if we were to press the seam allowance back down, it would be hidden. We wouldn't see it. Catch stitch is a great stitch for not being able to pull it out. Great for a red carpet hem, or something you really don't want that hem to ever pull out, since we catch that stitch back the opposite way. So we're going up 3/8, 3/8, and there we go. Go ahead and grab your thread. That single ply, we'll just use a different ply this time. And we're going to go ahead and hide our knot. It's going to be underneath here. So let's go ahead and get right on that stitch line. Let's use it. Right back into it. Now we're going to anchor. We're going to go all the way through to the other side. Come back up and we're ready to proceed. And like I said, we're working with a single ply. So it means it's single ply because what's left in the sewing is just a single thread, but through the loop it goes, and as we go up with our stitch, the thread goes shorter, shorter, shorter. We use it, and this little thread leg goes up, up, up. So I'm going to start with a nice long thread leg, but it's going to get shorter as I move up. So my first stitch, I'm going to move up, because I've done my anchor knot, move up, but my knot, my point of my needle is going to come back down towards the knot. It's going to come back down towards me. Every single time I go up, I'm aiming back down towards myself. I'm also going to rotate. I'm going to catch, right now I'm going to catch the body of the garment, okay, which is the big swatch, and the hem, all in one stitch. But you could rotate it where you do body of the garment, then the hem, body of the garment, then the hem, body of the garment, then the hem. That's one version. And the other one I'm doing right now is another version where I'm catching the whole swatch, which would be a body of the garment, and the hem. Have a little bit right there at the same time. So this way is going to take longer, but it's going to be sturdier. It would also cause a little bit of a tighter hem. So if you're doing a really small circular hem, you would want larger stitches than this. I would go alternating from body of the garment to the hem and back and forth. But I'm going to do the sturdy version. Grabbing a little bit of the body of the garment, teeny bit of the hem there, right there on that edge. And that stay stitch is so great to be able to grab onto it. It's a great little guide. Now I need to raise up one of my thread legs. There we go. Give myself a little bit more thread to work with. There, catching the body of the garment. A little bit of that hem edge right on that stay stitch. Adds that extra bit of support that you could put into any garment. I'm not using a thimble underneath my hand here, but you can. I like to feel exactly when the stitch comes right in my needle, so I can know to come right up right away, so I don't have a large stitch. I rely on the feel as well as what it looks like. So here we go, body of garment. Come right back up, Grab that little edge right where the stay stitch is, and we're going up 3/8 of an inch. The regular catch stitch we did, we had 1/2 inch marks, and it was more of a zigzag. This is a straighter line. This hidden catch stitch. We just have a few more stitches and we're going to be at the end. Body of the garment, right there in that stay stitch. And then at the very end where we are now, we are going to anchor our last stitch. Okay, let's anchor this last stitch here. We're going to go down all the way through. We have a very small stitch coming back up on the edge. Let's go ahead and tie our knot. Nice and close. And we'll trim our threads. Boy, that thread is stubborn right there. Gotcha. Oh, that looks so nice and neat. And such small little dots on the other side. Beautiful little stitches. And then this would come down and be pressed down flat, and it would be hidden. And so, of course, we're going to label this as our hidden catch stitch and put your name. This is Annette Julie, and that is the end of the demonstration and video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you so much.